This tutorial will show you how to post comments on the class discussion board and also how to reply to comments made by your classmates. First is to go to the class website. To do that, we log on to the school website at yukaipahigh.com. You'll then enter your username and your password. That is very important because without logging in, you cannot post on the class discussion board because it's a private discussion board. It's not open to just anyone. Next, we're going to the class website. This is US, for example, US Government Period 1. Once we're on the class website, I'm going to scroll down. We scroll through announcements about, for example, how you can complete, if I need to modify this assignment for you, how I can modify this if you have trouble accessing the internet from home. But notice it does require that a parent or guardian let me know, contact me personally so that we can talk about why it is you're not able to participate on the discussion board, why you need a modified assignment. Next, notice under announcements here this blog warning. Basically it says that if you enter the discussion board through this link here, multimedia blog, then your comments may not post correctly. So please do not use that ever. Scroll down and you want to go under discussion topics. Okay, you'll see discuss next to any discussion board that is currently open, which is usually only one at a time. I'm going to click on the open discussion board here. Let's pretend it's week 14. And up will come the discussion board prompt. I have a couple of reminders here about the length and the due dates of both your response and your replies. Then you'll see the prompt. This one has to do with debates on controversial issues and ways in which students have changed their perspectives. I'll read the prompt and then I'll scroll down and click on Add Comment. A box will come up. I can either type into this box and then click Add Comment, or what I recommend is that you copy and paste from a Word document where you can save your comments after editing them, making sure it's your best work, and then copy and paste in here. If you leave this box open for too long, the page might expire and you'll lose everything that you've typed, unless you've saved it elsewhere. Now you're going to add comment as your assigned code name. I can add a comment as Mr. Steenhausen or as my code name. The code names are only known to me. If I were to put my cursor onto Plum Turtle, for example, it would show me who that student was. I'm not going to do that. You're just going to see each other's code names. So remember, you can be very open about what you say, even about controversial issues like this one about same-sex marriage, knowing that unless you tell other people, no one will know what your code name is. Once I've made my post, I'm going to click Add Comment. It'll say Comment Accepted. Now, early in the course, this notification will say Comment has been submitted for approval. There are a certain number of times I need to approve your post to make sure that it's not vulgar or bullying or harassing anybody, common sense stuff. I must approve those. After a certain number of approvals, then you will see a notification that says Comment Accepted. I recommend that right away when you see Comment Accepted, you look. You'll probably have to go to the very bottom of the page, like where you'll see my comment from just a little while ago and from my practice run of doing this screencast today. You'll see that my comment is indeed there. But definitely save just in case something happens and your comment doesn't post. To post a reply, if I'm looking at Plum Turtles, for example, these three arrows mean there's more to read. I'll read through that. If it's something I want to reply to, I'll click on Reply, and then I will post my reply here. Remember to refer to the rubric on the class website, where it will show you, let's look at that real fast, where it will show you what the, got a little shot of my kids there. Pretty cute, huh? If I scroll down here under Files from the class webpage, main class webpage, discussion board folder. In there, remember, you can see the rubric for this assignment, troubleshooting tips if you're having trouble posting comments. These are some common problems, and then a how-to guide. So in addition to the screencast, you could also look at the closed captioning by clicking CC at the bottom of the screen there, or you can get a Word document here, which is more or less the same directions that I've just given to you verbally. And that is how you post on the class discussion board.